Live from Cool Boys Central.
You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
Hold your dicks and rub your tits.
You'll be ice cold.
Here come the Cool Boys.
Just a young boy.
So cool.
So cool. So cool.
I see good boys.
All right.
So what are we drinking?
Are we in it?
Well, why not? We always talk about what we're drinking.
Why not? Yeah, as soon as sync is over, we're in it.
Yeah, so I am drinking Jim Beam honey. It tastes just like regular Jim Beam, but if you put honey in it.
You and your weird drinks, man.
Yeah, no shit. Holy shit. And you're wearing a shirt that says gay dad.
What a great shirt.
Yep, I got my gay dad shirt on.
You know, the person who made
Wonderful.
that shirt probably thought like, oh, I'm doing progress. Some gay father is going to wear this shirt proudly. And now you're wearing it ironically. I think. I mean, I don't.
No, I thought it was only appropriate to wear my gay shirt for an episode all about close encounters of the gay kind.
Oh.
Yeah, and I felt the same way, so I wore Newport, Rhode Island. It's Newport.
I'm wearing the undershirt I wore today.
It's a deep V, though.
I like deep V's. And I'm not trimming.
Deep V's, I feel like, are air conditioning, like nature's air conditioner.
I'm still on my, the weight cutting phase of training where I'm trying to lose weight. Although I just had Taco Bell, so not that hard. But I'm growing in the chest hair too, so I can do the full shave when I get down to like my goal, as like my reward.
I love that reveal you're going to do for yourself. Like,
That's a great goal. Why don't you remind the listeners what your goal is exactly?
Henry Cavill, no, but that's not going to be achieved. I'm settling for Paul Rudd and Ant-Man. He clearly worked out for it, but he didn't work out like as hard as like Chris Pratt.
was he shirtless in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. For a
looks
fighting
pretty
sequence.
good.
Paul Rudd is like cut for that movie, but he's also cut, and so is the lighting. The lighting is cut.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if they can completely CGI Kurt Russell's face, or maybe that wasn't CGI, but they can CGI Michael Douglas's face, surely they could. Do they really need him to spend, a year in the gym? No, for one shot, just CG Chris Hemsworth onto somebody.
Well, that was Felk's drink. That's Jim Beam honey. Noli, what are you drinking?
I've got bourbon going tonight.
Oh.
It's just
Bourbon.
Just nothing gay. I wish I had like a pina colada or something.
Oh,
coladas
I'm
aren't
going to be
gay.
having a Michelada. I think pina coladas are delicious.
Yeah, they're tasty.
It's a straight man's drink.
On a hot day, as a straight man, I'll drink a pina colada.
I think it depends on where you're located in the world to drink a pina colada. If it's if it's straight or not. I think like Hawaii, tropical, beachy.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You're like Lake Tahoe in the middle of the winter, and you order pina colada at the bar. That's a little weird.
Or if you're at a bar called The Bullet and you've got a dick up your ass and you order the pina colada, that's a little gay too. I guess context matters, huh? Setting matters.
Yeah, it's a tease. It's a nice tease for later. I'm going to be drinking a Michelada a little bit later this evening,
God
but right
damn
now
it.
I am having a
You like
silver
those.
bullet in a frosty glass.
I wish tomato didn't upset my stomach as much as it does. I enjoy micheladas.
Clam juice, beer, and tomato juice does not go well together. Sorry, guys.
You know what? But the Mexicans figured it out, and the whites reappropriated it for everyone else.
Yeah,
So,
every beer company makes one. There's a Coors Michelada. There's like a Modesto, which is like pretty authentic.
Doesn't mean it's
Michelada.
good.
I mean,
is good.
It means it's popular. It means it has a fan
It's good.
base.
Try it once. Try it sometime. Go to a bar, or a restaurant that is kind of Mexican in flavor, and give it a shot.
Yeah, don't
not-
go to like a McDonald's and think that's a burger. Like getting the canned version is not the full effect. You want to order it like at an actual proper bar.
I despise clam juice, so I don't think it's going to happen.
I did too until I grew up.
The clam juice it really isn't that. Am I wrong in saying the clam juice is kind of like just a hint? It's more beer tomato juice flavor to me.
It is. It's like clam to the sense of like cocktail.
Yes.
Like sauce is got like whatever sardine in it.
Yes, or Caesar. Or Caesar has like I guess it's also sardines.
Anchovies.
Anchovies.
Anchovies,
It's
yeah.
like just a hint of it. It really registers more as saltiness.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You're right there.
Well, saltiness leads us into
Saltiness
Updates.
leads us into
For fabulous updates.
Wait, we didn't say greetings or anything yet.
Yeah, greetings.
Greetings, Cool Boys Nation, and welcome to the Cool Boys Podcast. As always, I'm Felk.
I'm Ballard.
And I'm Nolan.
And what's new with you
Wait,
guys?
no. Wait, hey, we need to do that over. If this is the gay episode, we all have to be really gay on our intro.
Okay. How about this? Then why don't we do it like roll call style, where Felk can say like, and this is, and then he has to go in a gay voice for himself.
I'm
Felk.
Kind of.
And then I do this, and then Felk does this is, and I go Ballard.
Maybe we
or
don't
something like
do fake gay voices this episode is all I'm kind of going to say there. Because, like, some of the stories I'm going to tell are already going to be skating the lines. You guys could do gay voices. I think I'm not going to do, like, a fabulous tonight. Like, just personal preference.
I'll get one out of you.
Okay, well, all right. Greetings, Cool Boy.
All right. So wait. So was all of that staying in then, or
Oh,
is
yeah.
that
Oh,
edit?
yeah. That's Stan.
Okay. Wow, this is a long cold open, huh?
Greetings, Cool Boys Nation, and welcome to another installment of the Cool Boys Podcast. As always, I'm Felk, and I'm here with...
I'm Ballard.
And...
That was great. And Nolan.
Hi, guys.
Cheesies.
So what's new?
So soaked.
I guess one update.
Well, I think we need to go over an update that was in the last episode, and the last episode, funny enough, was like aired like a week after we recorded it. So the whole Molly Cavalli getting bitten on the ass was completely redundant and unnecessary to be in the podcast. But we ended up airing it anyways. We could have cut it out. We didn't.
If one listener found out about Molly Cavalli and her ass as a result of that, then we did our job.
Job done then, sir. Because you know what? That listener could be me for all we care.
Yeah.
And I think we should at least mention on this episode that it was like, I guess, really fake, and we kind of, Felk and I believed it a lot.
Fell for it.
I mean,
Go
it
for it.
hasn't been confirmed past the Gizmodo article because that's what you linked to. But even they, they're okay. So the damning evidence in that article, as I recall, was that. Wait, it was that there like the Cam Soda place had made a phone call to like various shark cage operators asking to like stage the event. That was where it came from.
Now, here's the question. She definitely got cut, though. I mean, that was a human bleeding. That was a human cut
Well,
open.
all right, I'm trying to remember the article. I'm just gonna pull it.
The article's in the show notes. If you go to the show notes, there's a link to the article.
I didn't want to do all the clicking because my keyboard clicking bothered me last episode. I'm going to try and not click as much on my keyboard.
Oh, yeah. We have a comment about the clicking,
do.
apparently. Yeah, we do. We can get into it later.
Well, Felk's Googling. Let's confuse our audience members if we're having sex, Ballard.
Dick so long you can reach to from Glendale to the Bay Area. Okay,
Come in my ass.
so the person that they contacted who operates a shark cage, they being Cam Soda, the live cam porn company that put this on, says that they sent them photos of like a prosthetic fake shark attack that they were testing and planning on using, and it pretty much matches what you see in the video. That's again, no pictures are relayed, and it's just the word of one shark cage operator talking to Gizmodo, who I don't trust on anything anymore.
Yeah, and she got cut. So unless she cut herself on the fucking cage, or they took a knife and cut her down there,
Or it's
which
prosthetic.
I mean, it's possible, I guess.
or it's just, I mean,
No, that wasn't prosthetic.
You never
That
really
is-
see the bite happen, though. Like,
Nope.
No, you don't. And honestly, that's part of it. That's the part I believe, because I would never have thought you would see the bite happen. I always figured the bite would probably have happened off camera during some kind of transitional period, because, like, you know, that's always seems to be when the juice happens, when all the goodness kind of pops.
That's
and
when
then
Bigfoot
you
shows
miss
up.
it.
now I'm not sure which side you're
Exactly.
leaning on. I thought you were saying it was fake, definitely. Why don't we just vote whether or not we think it's fake or not? I now think it's fake.
I don't know. I think. How about this? I'll say this. I'll just give you kind of a clarification on my side. I think the jury's still out. I don't think she got cut on something. I think for sure, and it seems like it would be the right time for a shark bite to occur. So
Okay.
I guess okay. So go ahead.
I guess
Go
your
ahead.
vote
Take
is
your vote, Felk.
your vote is undecided.
Take your-
I'm
No,
saying
no,
it's
no.
fake.
Take your vote.
I'm saying it's fake.
I'll make it. You say fake. I'll go with not fake. I'm going to hold to it.
You could say undecided. I was just curious where we all stand.
No. I think I'll stay with not fake. You got to pick. There's one thing I remember from my my law studies in school. It was the always have an opinion.
And Nolan, where do you come down on the situation?
I don't give a fuck.
Also a valid option.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with fake, but if it turns out to be real, I won't be surprised because I have no stakes in this.
My integrity's at stake. So what'd she cut herself on?
Could have just been Coral.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, the key
Not
will
there.
be now everything she does, because I'm going to look at all her new videos when she starts up again, and the first thing I'm going to be looking for is the scar on her foot. That's going to be the curious thing. Is like, how long is she going to keep up this like Andy Kaufman-esque, charade? Because Andy Kaufman's
sure.
still
Oh,
alive,
yeah.
of course.
Felk, please update us. I want to know.
Yeah,
I want to know.
keep us in check.
And Cool Boy Nation, if you know more than we know about this, or have any links to something that's been more recent, please let us know as well.
Yeah, Molly Cavalli, if you're listening, please contact us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. We would love to have you on the show.
Absolutely.
It's gonna happen.
I think she should go to Felk's apartment to do the interview, though.
Oh, yeah.
Set Felk up right there.
Bedcast.
Molly Cavalli. All
Okay,
right. Well,
moving
Noli,
on.
what have you been up to this week?
Oh. Well, this is. I had one lingering question from a couple episodes ago about butt stuff. My lingering question with butt stuff is, since Felk is a lover of the Rimmies, we never talked about when you're receiving a Rimmy. I'm picturing you sitting there on your back, holding your legs up while a girl's going to town. Is that accurate?
Okay. All right. When we worked together, I got my first serious Remy from a woman I'd met, and she was way into it and really wanted to do it to me. Not a trepidatious, kind of half-assing it, seriously getting in there. This woman, so she was like, I want to do it to you. She used the term toss my salad. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, how? And she just kind of started lifting my legs to put them me on my back, pushing my legs up. And I kind of felt emasculated in that second. So I protested a little bit. I was like, I don't really like this position. I feel like I'm having my diaper changed. It doesn't really feel like a commanding position. So she's like, well, I can lie on my back and you kind of kneel over me, which was, more or less. So
so you're teabagging her?
Yeah, you're basically, your cock is right at her tits. You're kind of kneeling over her head. You have her vagina right there, pussy, and you can just play with it. And of course, the more you rub, the harder she rim jobbed.
This is awkward.
So I explained.
So leaked.
I explained this to you at work because I was really excited about it, and I gave a visual demonstration by kneeling and being like, "And her head's right here."
I remember.
And you both just
I remember
laughed
this.
at me I was the subject of ridicule, and I got a girl who danced at a certain club to do this for me. She wanted to do this. That was an accomplishment. So I take that as still a moment of pride. And I have to say, if you're going to get a rim
and
job,
I think that's
the
also
best.
the origin to butt stuff. I think that's also the origin to the episode of butt stuff. Honestly, that moment where you showed us and displayed the position you got in.
Yeah, that was
Well,
was Bruce Wayne going to that foreign country in Asia to learn to learn his tricks. That was the begins of butt stuff. That was the seed being planted.
I'm glad I brought it up. My other thing was, I was thinking maybe you get on your knees and you lay down and your head's in the pillow and she's just going to town behind you.
Okay, so since that being the primary way to do it, the first time I did it, I've done every position from there on out. I mean, if a girl's blowing you and you're lying on your back, I don't lift both legs, but one leg is enough. And when she's down there, you can put the leg back down on her back. Your foot's kind
I'm
of
just
against her
imagining
ass. That's kind of neat.
you having the fucking biggest shit eating grin on your face too while this is happening.
This is a very fitting update for the episode, by the way.
It feels great.
Yeah.
How would you not think it feels great? Haven't you ever had have you ever used a cool wet nap on your ass? Sure.
No.
Feels nice.
I have. Yeah, that does feel nice.
Well, imagine it's a tongue.
One ply at most.
Okay, moving on. So that was my question.
Stuff concern.
Yeah.
So what's your concern over Last
That
Jedi?
was your concern
then?
over The Last Jedi. Now let's talk about.
By the way, I just want to call bullshit on Nolan's updates. Nolan, these updates are about what we've watched, read, or played. You're telling me you haven't watched one movie or TV show since the last time we recorded? It was like over a week and a half ago.
I haven't.
I believe him.
You've watched. I bet you've watched Below Deck Mediterranean.
No,
I know what
have
you've
not
been doing.
yet.
You've been
Is that-
playing
did-
Rocket
did that-
League.
Yeah, did that start yet? Did Mediterranean start?
Oh yeah, it started, baby.
Oh shit, I need to watch it. No, my parents.
What's Mediterranean?
Below Deck.
It's it's a ship, a show about a boat crew on the Mediterranean.
Yeah, there's another episode that was more Caribbean. That's the main episode, just Below Deck.
Oh, is this A&E?
That's Bravo.
Oh,
Bravo.
God, A&E.
No, one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Bravo.
Bravo.
There's good
No, so
TV
my-
shows too.
No, there are. My parents were in town for like a week, so that my TV was not. I wasn't watching any TV.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Well, so yeah, what's your Last Jedi?
So my question is, by the end of Return of the Jedi, Anakin was a Force ghost, correct?
You know it.
Has anyone?
Which version? Wait, which version? Which version? Old Anakin or young Anakin? Because Hayden is currently
Yeah.
the canon Force ghost, but I like to think of old Papa Vader as my Force ghost.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
Well,
matter.
Sebastian
There's
Shaw's dead, so I don't think they'll.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they could CG him, but they'll make it. If they
No,
bring
no,
back,
no. It's Hayden. It's Hayden.
if they bring
Hayden's
back, yeah,
the
if
Force
they
ghost
bring
from now
back
on.
Anakin as the Force ghost, they'll get Hayden. He's
I'm
available.
surprised.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
it's
surprised they
only
didn't
Hayden.
refilm the death scene with Hayden there.
No, they didn't want to cut that actor entirely out. They fucked over David Prowse the entire legacy of Star Wars.
Well, adding him in
He
at the
deserves
end
it. He's
made
an
no
ass.
sense anyway. Putting in a young Hayden Christensen when his father just died 15 minutes before and was a completely different looking guy. It doesn't make any sense. But that's besides the point.
It didn't.
My
makes some
point is,
sense.
so has anyone ever said how long a Force ghost lives? Are they forever, eternal?
Yeah, I assume so.
I think so. Yes.
Okay, so Anakin's a Force ghost. He could very much talk to Kylo Ren while he was meditating and be like, "Dude, what are you doing? You're a fucking idiot. Like,
You have to
be good.
summon the Force ghost. You have to be open to it coming to you.
You do,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
huh? So I think he's open to it though. He's like obsessed with him.
But he's obsessed with Darth Vader, so he's
pretty
looking-
close-minded, yeah.
He's looking. If he's trying to reach out to Anakin, he's doing it from anger and hatred, using the dark side. He'd have to be doing.
So
it
he's
from-
very focused.
Yeah, he'd be reaching for him from the wrong side.
Rey, being on a desert-like planet, had more open-mindedness, and so she just snapped into that Force, lickety-split in that moment on, Starkiller Base. While Kylo has, been working at it and been very focused on working at it, and to also be the next Vader. I don't think he could possibly talk to a Force ghost, but I think Rey can talk to a shit ton.
It's weird how little that mechanic has been used. I mean, Jedi is the last time we saw a Force ghost in a Star Wars movie. That's weird.
I thought for
But they
sure.
are mentioned. They're mentioned in Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith. Definitely Revenge of
Yeah.
the Sith. But in Attack
Yeah.
of the Clones, you hear Qui-Gon and while Yoda is meditating.
I thought for sure we were gonna get Qui-Gon talking to Obi-Wan at some point.
I feel like Liam didn't want to come back.
I heard
That's
he
right,
did.
that's
I
what it
think-
was.
Oh, Liam didn't want to come back.
Yeah, Liam was done after Episode 1. In fact, he was done with filmmaking for a long time after Episode 1. He did I think honestly the only thing he did after Episode 1 was probably Gangs of New York.
Was that because his wife got sick though?
No, and she died right away. She actually had a head injury on a ski slope and then died at 2 hours
Oh.
later.
Yeah, it was. She was in 2 and 6. It was a skiing accident.
Oh, well, I stand corrected.
Natasha Richardson.
No, but I forget. Yeah, maybe I think you're right. But he mainly quit. My understanding is that he quit acting for because Phantom Menace ruined movie making for him.
Wow.
Yeah, and this guy that was Oscar Schindler,
Okay.
maybe 5 years earlier.
That's all I got.
1 second.
Well, Felk, it's your turn. Oh, edit, I guess, or
See, I could go into some deep thought. Have you been reading the stuff lately or seeing the videos of just Mark Hamill hating on Episode 8?
no, I haven't. I haven't. I've been trying to stay away from a lot of. I felt like Episode 7 wasn't really spoiled for me at all, or ruined for me, or too hyped up. But I just really want 8 to kind of be untouched.
Sure. Well, they didn't release a trailer until 3 weeks ago, so it's
No, I know. I like it, and I don't need it anymore for honestly
and
until the movie comes out.
We're all gonna see it.
Yep.
I might not.
Absolutely. But no, so I haven't seen anything. So I'm not looking. I mean, I'm sure if the next trailer comes out, I'll see it. I'll watch that. But I'm not really like.
It's just weird. He seems that they took Luke Skywalker in a direction he never thought they would take it, and he's kind of upset about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's kind of like at Star Wars Celebration. All like the interviews from all the outlets have like been pieced together on the internet, and he's not like that happy. It's kind of weird to watch. He's kind of shitting on it,
Crazy.
about
which is
Hamill?
not good. Yeah,
Yeah, Hamill.
Huh.
Yeah.
'Cause
Hamill's apparently shitting on what happened with Luke.
he's also salty about Force Awakens though too, saying like how he comes in at the very end, how he kept reading the script and being like, "Here's where I come in." Here's right, and then, oh no, that's not where I come in. Like he was just kind of upset about that. I think he's just a little salty. That's fine.
Well, he's Mark Hamill. I mean,
Interesting.
he's not. This is the only thing he has, really. He has the Joker, but Star Wars is what people like know about him for, and you would imagine he wants to be back in as fast as possible and as much as possible.
Absolutely. And yeah, exactly. And he'll probably give his voice up now to like, the Cartoon Network or any Disney shows they have at this point too.
I just hope they
To
don't.
play Luke.
He might be salty. Maybe they kill him off this episode, but I would hope not. I think we need him to carry this out now with Carrie Fisher dead.
Yeah, no pun intended, huh? I think Carrie Fisher dead. Yeah, absolutely. That I think if there's probably been some reworking behind scenes, they're not talking about it probably much, but I think there is got to be something going on behind the scenes to figure out what the hell to do with her and how to reuse Luke if they did get rid of Luke, to like reshoot scenes, bring back Luke.
Okay. Anyway, Felk, what have you been up to?
So I've just got a Oculus Touch, which is the controller for the Oculus Rift, which is now included when you buy an Oculus Rift. But when I bought it, you just got the headset, which didn't give you the ability to really interact properly with any VR game. If you buy the PlayStation VR model, it comes with the Move controllers, the little gay color balled wands. This uses a different motion tracking. I can show them to you.
Yeah, and will this be stuff that you'll be airing on your videos?
Yes. So
Awesome.
you'll be able to see these in videos I'm creating that will be on our YouTube page, which you can find by searching for the Cool Boys Podcast on YouTube. And please do like and subscribe. And
So cool.
It's kind of just showing off what they can do. And it comes with games where you are actually physically interacting with the world, and that really is the difference. It goes from VR just being a relatively passive experience, especially when you're using the Xbox controller, and that's your only way to interact, to actually having your hands back and being able to, on a one-to-one tracking, interact with the world. And the next game I'm going to play, haven't played it yet, is the Batman VR game, the Arkham game that used to be a PlayStation exclusive. It just has come to Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited to look in a mirror and be Batman.
That will be fucking awesome. I that might be one of the only things I would love to do in VR. I don't know if I would want to do GTA because I feel like I would tone down my actions. But I would love to be Batman in VR. That sounds amazing.
Isn't it just like a puzzle game though? It's not like action.
Yeah, that's it. It's based on. I mean, you remember from the Arkham games how they had the detective mode shit where you're walking around and scanning stuff. It's that. You do get to.
Yeah.
That would still be sick. That would still be fucking incredible.
You do get
If
to
I can
glide,
even
I
just
think.
walk around and detect as Batman. Yeah,
Well,
and look yourself in the mirror.
Gliding would be nice.
Yeah.
What? Gliding would be incredible.
I'm gonna glide up your
I really
ass.
want to do VR. After re-listening to the VR episode, I really did want to be like figure out a place to go demo it out and shit.
Oh,
Where
you
can
never
someone
tried it?
demo this out? No, we established that in the episode.
It just
when
requires too
where
much
can
space,
I demo
man. You're gonna have to in the future, your whole garage is you're gonna have to have a dedicated VR room.
Yeah, but where can
I'm
I go
using it
right now? Is
just
there
here.
is there but where I know I'm obviously in LA, but is there a mall I can go to? Are there demo places they have these? Are there buildings arcades set up for VR anywhere?
I was
maybe,
just trying to Nolan. I have this much space, and right here in 6 feet is all 6 by 6 feet is all the Oculus can track. So it's not that hard.
Oh, really?
You've played around with the Vive, and that gives you a full room. I think you can do you can walk around with a Vive.
I walked around Iceland with the Vive on. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that yet. I don't think I'm going to get an HTC anytime soon. The PlayStation VR is even more restrictive, and so for Ballard,
it's 180.
Best Buy, if you want to try out the PlayStation VR, Best Buy has a deal with them where that's the exclusive place to demo PlayStation VRs.
Oh, really? I did not know that. Okay, great.
I don't think the PlayStation VR is like really like VR.
It's
It's like a half-assed one.
PlayStation VR is very much my first VR, my VR Lite, because these controllers that the Oculus uses, you can see. So if you are at home, Google a picture of the Oculus Touch controllers, and they have like a ring that goes the entire way around your hand, wrapping your hand. That tracks you. So that tracks your fingers, so that when you point and extend one finger or your middle finger, it'll actually show you like a fully rendered version of your hand tracking that, and you can touch stuff. Obviously, there's no feedback per se, but the controller vibrates when you touch stuff, so it does kind of feel like you're touching stuff. PlayStation Move, you're gripping basically a dildo that has like a little bit of a delay to it. You don't really get you can. It's fine for a gun, I guess, but to feel like you're picking something up or putting something down or caressing someone's face or whatever, it doesn't have that level of tactile pleasure. And also, the PlayStation VR's video quality is, I think it's definitely the lowest. It's like almost a mobile phone. Yeah.
I mean, I might still go on Saturday to a Best Buy and try it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try out the best, it's HTC Vive. I don't even know where to begin there though. Getting one of those.
Well, I mean, at least I've never done any of it, so even going to a Best Buy and trying out a PlayStation version would be fine with me.
Don't shit your pants.
All right, Felk. So what's this? Okay, so your other two updates, Felk, were Upstream Color and Turbo Kid. What's Upstream Color?
Upstream Color is the second film by Shane Carruth, who in 2004 made the movie Primer. Have either of you heard of the movie Primer?
No.
It's a time travel movie that's like super low budget. It's like a $7,000 movie shot in Dallas that deals with time travel in a very like down to earth and it's very grounded. Like it's just a box. It's nothing flashy. Obviously, the budget can't afford too much, and it's a very interesting story. Upstream Color is the second movie that guy did, and it did very well at like Sundance and Cannes. He got a little bit more funding, was able to hire an actual crew that knew how to shoot a movie. What? Cons? That's a Cannes.
It's Con.
Con.
I think the French pronunciation is Con, but the American pronunciation is Cannes.
Yeah.
Like tits.
Yeah, big old titties, which they have some of there.
Which in French is Tetons.
Upstream Color is just about mind control and the way it affects people who dealt with this very weirdly sci-fi version of mind control. It's I highly recommend it. Unlike Primer, which requires like 2 or 3 viewings and a YouTube explanation to even understand what happens because scenes are out of order, Upstream Color is it reminded me a lot of Arrival. It's just a high concept sci-fi movie that you kind of have to.
How many boys would you give it?
I would give Upstream Color and Primer both 4 out of 5 boys.
Wow, nice. Now, Turbo Kid, I have seen, and you've seen that as well. And
yeah, that's my.
I'll let you take
movie.
it, Felk. But and go ahead.
No.
Talk
But
about Turbo Kid.
go ahead and you give me your perspective on it first, because it sounds like you watched it quite a while ago. Because I'm kind of late to the party on this.
I'm very late to the party on this.
You haven't seen it, right, Nolan?
No.
I don't remember where I saw it mentioned. I think it may have been Red Letter Media. They said if Turbo Kid is a movie that hit the 1980s effect and feel, the retro feel, but a movie made in the 80s about like a modern, or a future. 1997 is when the movie takes place.
Yeah. That's the feel.
And they said that essentially it just hits all the 80s notes right on, and you should check it out. So I checked it out, and it does, and it blew me a fuck away. For me, it is 5 out of 5 boys. It is the way they use the BMX bikes in it. I mean, I don't really want to get too much of a review for this episode on it, but the way they use the BMX bikes for it is fantastic. The music is incredible.
Yeah, music's very good.
Characters are perfectly cast. Michael Ironside is great as the villain. And
yes.
The storyline is straight up 80s. The only thing they even do, and I even checked, they did matte painting for it. They actually had a matte painter. And their early shots in the beginning, they do matte paintings. And when they do everything practical. The only things they do digitally are the things they could not afford to. So pyrotechnics are all digital. And then there's green radioactive. And then green radioactive fog is digital because they couldn't do it. But everything else is done as if the 80s. Oh, and they do some digital squibs so they could do shots better. but mostly it's like real squibs and real gore effects, and it's fantastic. It's a wonderful movie, and it's, if you like 80s stuff like Goonies or Mad Max or Road Warrior or combinations of the two, it's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna check it out for sure.
Yeah, so just to explain what the actual movie is, it is basically a Mad Max-esque post-apocalyptic future movie, but nobody has cars. Everybody rides BMX bikes, and yes, it's even though it was made in I think 2015, they try to make it look like it was made in the early 80s. Thus, the future that it's set in is 1997. But I didn't really feel like that was actually that well done because it does.
I thought I liked it a lot.
Really,
I thought it was way better than Kung Fury.
See, I haven't watched Kung Fury, and I know they talk about it in the Red Letter. The Red Letter media
It's the most.
review.
I think Kung Fury is so overrated. It's
Okay.
fine.
I thought
I have
so.
no real interest even seeing it because based on the Red
doesn't make-
Letter media review thing.
It doesn't make any sense.
But yes, like it does just kind of look like it's a little too crisp, a little too digital. The video, I would have almost preferred if they tried to soften it up, maybe make it look more like the kind of crappy 35 millimeter that like Road Warrior was shot on.
Is
Oh,
it-
you're talking about
Turbo Kid, yeah,
right now,
Turbo
Phil,
Kid. No,
right?
I'm not.
Yeah,
I
you're
haven't
right.
seen
It
Kung
does
Fury.
look really clean. It does look really clean. It looks like they found the original negative and they restored the fuck out of it.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
is it
fine,
a
I
90-minute
guess.
film?
Yeah, it's like a 90-minute film.
It's a
It's
feature?
definitely worth a watch on
Okay.
Netflix. It's on Netflix Instant Watch. I highly recommend it. Felk, what'd you give it? How many boys would you give
I
it?
give it 4 out of 5 boys, but a high 4 out of 5.
So, Felk, why don't you get through the plot just real quick on it, and then we'll move on.
That's I mean that's it. I don't want to really ruin too much of it for those who haven't seen it. Just saying Mad Max with BMX bikes shot as if it was in the 80s. It does deal with like a kid.
I'm sold.
Or 2 kids who basically look like they're 28 years old because I think they are. Kind of just dealing with the local like bad guy boss of the area, which is played by Michael Ironside, and the girl in it, super charming. And I initially,
yeah, she played annoying very well.
yeah. So yeah, initially I did not like her until you find out, a little bit of an explanation. A little bit of an explanation. I won't spoil it. A little bit of an explanation as to why her character is the way it is, and it worked from that point on for me. That's the thing. It's super sweet and super charming, and the characters are super likable, and it's also incredibly, early Peter Jackson level violent, where people are having
Bad taste.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yes, a lot like Bad Taste, Dead Alive,
Dead Alive
very similar to that. Especially in the hilarity in the way the violence goes down, especially in the third act.
Yeah,
Well,
and it
I'm
doesn't
watching
detract
it
from the sweetness of it.
this
It's a very cute
weekend.
movie.
What have you been up to, Ballard? I mean, Turbo Kid.
All
Is
right,
that
well, what's up?
Turbo Kid? You just watched that?
No, I just watched it.
No,
You've
no,
seen
no.
it?
That was Felk. That was Felk. I finally I was working away in Dallas, and
Hi, Dallas.
I just wanted to say it again because that was 3 episodes in a row that Dallas has been mentioned. So Dallas, a city that didn't require that much attention.
I love you,
Got that
Dallas.
much.
You're awesome. I have no ill will
apparently,
towards the
right,
people
folks?
of the city of Dallas.
Easter egg.
Mm.
Anyway, so I was there while I was working. I was able to have some time to watch Westworld. I watched the whole season 1, and it was great, pretentious, and it really made me want to watch the first episode of season 2.
You know what I can summarize the entire season as? Jonathan Nolan really wants you to know he's as smart as his brother Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get that. I get that. I also, the only thing I really got from it in the end is that Anthony Hopkins is still an incredible fucking
Yeah.
actor, and I love the digital youth. We should do a show topic where we rate the best digital younginess of Hollywood actors because he
Digital
looks
youngining.
great twice. They did, digital youngining, because they did him 1990s Anthony Hopkins. Remember, there was like that point when I think Dolores' first birth, and you see her, and you see him as young 19 Hannibal Lecter Anthony Hopkins, and then there's like super young like 1970s like Anthony Hopkins, and he looked great too. I
Yeah,
thought.
they did
Yeah.
it for a TV budget. I mean, it's not really TV; it's
Well,
HBO.
They had like $100 million. For me, I'll just say that I liked it. I can't wait for season 2, but episode 1 was fantastic, and I thought it was going to be one of the best shows ever. By the ending, I was just kind of like, that was a good show.
Yes, I have to say that for me too, and I would say that that same effect happened for me recently with Legion. I liked Legion a lot in the beginning. As it kind of wound down the last 3 episodes, I remember the beginning of that 3-episode arc towards the end. I remember telling my wife, I'm like, you know what? if this fucking shit doesn't pay off at the season finale, this is all for naught. This is all terrible. This will be like really annoying, just trippy fucking editing and nonlinear storytelling, and that's how it ended up being.
That was a big
honestly,
problem
yeah.
with my big problem with the first season of Westworld was, I mean, the twist was like the twist for your. I guess we can spoil it. Should we spoil it? The twist for
Spoiler.
All right, hang on. Okay, so yeah, so if we're going to spoil it, just so everyone know, from this point on, and updates, we're going to be in spoiler mode. And you're going to miss the Squatty Potty conversation.
It's time for
Spoilers. Sizzle. Sizzles.
Yeah, so the big twist is that one of the storylines is actually not happening concurrently with the other storylines. It's happening
Yeah.
2 decades or more than that, like decades in the past.
William.
Yeah, and I
The
really
Man in Black.
did not like that idea. Like the twist should not be that you're lying to us. A great twist like Bruce Willis is dead the whole time. Like that's a twist. Like the clues were there, and it was just information that it didn't go out of his way to tell us. This was like twist. We've been misleading you intentionally very hard the entire time.
With an actor that looks nothing like the other actor
Sure,
at
that
all.
was my other problem is I don't like that guy in like a drama role. He's always been like the creepy comedian like kind of guy, like on Always Sunny in
he's
Philadelphia or
Jimmy
yeah.
Simpson.
And the way he portrayed his character, like his arc, it happened way too quick. He came on as like a kind of naive guy just on a trip, and then by the end he's like a fucking badass over some chick that he met for like 20 minutes. Like I didn't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
So you're saying he went from dandelion to gorilla?
Exactly. It just was
All right.
It was kind of
What does that mean?
fake. For,
Is that
it does-
is that a saying?
I understood it.
Yes, that's a saying.
Okay.
That's a saying in small parts and sects of the country.
But I mean,
Yes.
dude, I loved. It kind of meandered there for a bit, but the last episode was hot again. Like that was a good
Don't
episode.
look it up. It's not real. It's not a real saying. Don't look it up. Are you looking it up?
I was going to look it up. Yeah.
Oh, no, I made that shit up. No, most. By the way, if Cool Boy Nation, if you not realized, about 50% of the stuff we're saying is probably fact, and about 50% of it is complete hyperbole and bullshit. So there we go. It's just don't take us at our words. Yes, that's not a real saying. From dandelion to gorilla. No.
I kind of liked it. I thought it might be real.
Hey, now it's a real saying.
I haven't traveled as much.
Oh, well, I gotta say honestly, out of everything on Westworld, the one thing I really was attached to was the acting. I thought Anthony Hopkins was superb, and I really liked. I liked the other lab technician, the Asian one, not the white dude with the weird beard and like gobble neck, but like I thought the other guy was incredible, and I loved his the way he was attracted to Thandie Newton's character, even though she was a robot, but like he was like willing to follow her, and I thought he had one of the best roles
I
in the
didn't
whole
like
season.
those guys at all. Actually, I kind of thought they were both annoying and
Oh, I fell in love with them. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is great.
I'm
This
with
is
Felk.
I didn't.
But you know what I really liked? I also really liked Luke Hemsworth, and I didn't realize he was a Hemsworth brother until Nolan said something, and so I was fortunate enough to at least remember that when I was watching it and went, oh, look at that one. Yeah, he's the ugly one. He's still
Yeah.
handsome, I guess.
Actually, the more I
He
think
was-
about Westworld, the less I like it. Just now, I'm kind of like I'm trying to remember all the
all
cool
right,
parts. I'm like,
all right, guys. Let's move on from Westworld real quick. I want to talk about Squatty Potty,
Well, yeah.
but before we do that, I want to go over our boys. So, Felk, I want to hear your Westworld boys. How many boys?
Oh, we've never done a season of television before. That's kind of tough. I never really think
Yeah,
about
but
it that way.
just
Honestly,
do it
two
just
or
do it as
three.
season 2.
I want to do 2. If I can do 2.5, because I don't feel 2 or 3 really represents it. I give it 2.5 boys.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Noli?
I'll give it 4 boys.
Wow.
4 boys out of 5? Yeah, I think I'll give it like a 3.5 boys out of 5. I really thought it was really pretentious at times, and I did think that twist was a little bit weak, especially since they didn't get actors that looked anything alike. I mean, they should at least tried a little bit there. I know they went with acting, but give me a break. You can't find anybody that's great at acting that looks like Ed Harris a little bit.
Plus, I think
like-
their height discrepancy is also Ed Harris is only like 5'9", and I think that guy's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. Oh, and Ed Harris was fantastic, by the way, too. I thought
Oh
he was
yeah,
fantastic.
Ed Harris
in the
was
role.
great.
I hope he comes back, and I hope Anthony Hopkins comes back, even though we're still in spoilers. He gets shot in the back of the head.
I think that was a robot.
His performance was good, but I never knew what that character was trying to accomplish because that was one of the many mysteries of Westworld. What's he trying to do?
Yeah.
What's the maze he's looking for? Like, I can't remember
I think
it.
Noli just hit on it. I think Noli just hit on it right then. I think he said because he thinks that was a robot. So maybe the real Anthony Hopkins is still yet to reveal his secrets and trades.
I'm talking about Ed Harris.
Oh, Ed
Yeah.
Harris? Oh, I'm sorry.
I had no idea what Ed Harris was trying to accomplish.
Playing the
here.
game, man. He's playing the game.
Although, to be fair, I have no idea what Anthony Hopkins' character was trying to accomplish either. I'm not really sure what anyone was trying to accomplish on that show, except
I think Anthony Hopkins is hard to tell. I think it will be divulged at some point. But I think with Ed Harris, I think the way I looked at it, felt was like it was someone who platinums games. That's the way I looked at Ed Harris. He just wanted to platinum the game, and that was in this last maze thing. What was the Wyatt? That was the last thing he never done. So I think he was looking for essentially the Wyatt, campaign, the Wyatt mode.
He
the
was.
Wyatt,
That's, I think you hit the nail on the head.
okay. Well,
That's
I guess
it.
that's
I think he's just a
understandable.
completionist. All right, and then the other thing I bought for Mother's Day this week was a Squatty Potty, and I bought that for my mom, and I bought it for Emma, and it was a nice way to let them know, I want to make sure their colons are looking good and shiny, especially after that butt stuff episode.
Yeah. So wait,
Yeah,
you haven't tried one yet?
I have. No, I've been spending the last 5 days with it.
How
and,
high?
yeah, it's been.
How high up does it put your feet?
Oh, I would say probably put your feet like about. I mean, I don't know the inches. I'm sure there's exact inches, but maybe a half a foot off the ground. I mean, like for me, it's pushing my butt like really into the seat, which I don't like, and I feel like it's opening me up a little bit more than I'm comfortable with. But
Open me
but, yeah.
up.
Does it feel
Yeah,
sci-fi
but,
at all? Like you're shitting in the future?
No. No, it
No.
feels third world. It's what it feels. It feels like where I've traveled at times, and I've had to go places where you shit like that, and I didn't like it, and I don't like it now.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Dallas, Texas is one of those places. Seriously, I've been to places in the world where you cannot flush the fucking toilet paper because it will clog the fucking city's plumbing.
China?
Yeah.
So they have a trash bin right next to the toilet, and you throw it in there. It's disgusting.
China or Russia?
I don't feel like the Squatty
Brazil.
Potty feels natural. Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah. I actually had a Squatty Potty and I sold it at a garage sale.
Oh, who would buy a
Ew.
used Squatty Potty?
Some sick
Someone
bastard.
desperate. Yeah.
Someone probably
very
licked
desperate.
that thing clean.
All
Only
right.
a
Well, I think.
I can't think of a normal person buying one.
Well, Felk, okay, so here's the thing. See, I've never had hemorrhoids. I don't have shitting problems. Neither does the wife. So we're like, we're all clean there. But it's kind of just nice to
What-
at least be able to know that we're shitting right. I guess.
Why did you,
And so
why
we're
did you,
shitting now
why did you
right.
say my name at the beginning of that? What are you implying?
You had a double hemorrhoid, like you mentioned a couple
Oh
episodes
yeah,
ago.
I guess I said that on the previous episode.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoidectomy. So a Squatty Potty is literally just elevating your fucking feet, and I can fashion that with plenty of things in my apartment, just elevating my feet. I've tried it. It's not worth it to me. My irregularity was because I don't eat enough fiber.
Okay.
What do you use for fiber now?
Psyllium fiber husks, capsules, and also a powder that I will always shake in with my pre-workout supplements, or some tea, or of course my protein shakes.
Nice.
Well, speaking of butt health, that brings us to our cool boy show topic.
Report preliminary findings.
Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
Cool boy nation, pop your cocks and drop your tops.
It might be interesting and important for you to know.
It's time for our cool boy show topic.
Hey, I like that.
Spoilers.
No sweat.
So cool.
Close encounters of the gay kind. That is times that we have encountered the gay sex in the wild. And for reference, I do live in the Los Angeles area. Nolan, you once lived in the most fabulous part of the Los Angeles area, West Hollywood.
Holla.
Is it called WeHo or is it West Ho?
It is WeHo, fool.
I've never actually heard WeHo. I always hear West Hollywood.
I called it WeHo. I was knee deep in the shit, let me tell you.
Do you want to go first with one of your fabulous stories?
No, you go first.
This has been prompted because so I live in kind of the northern area of LA, and I had an experience, a very interesting experience. I live on a relatively major street in LA.
How many nights ago? How many nights ago was this?
2 nights ago, I think. 2 nights ago.
Oh, okay.
Starting around midnight, which getting close to the witching hour of bedtime for me. A back alley is what my bedroom window overlooks. That back alley that has as much foot and street traffic as many, regular city streets. This is not a abandoned alley. This is a high volume ends of many nice restaurants area. And a car was idling. I think it had like a loose belt, so it was making a little bit of noise, and that annoyed me, kept me up. So I peer out the window and see what could be going on out there. And there's a car parked, and it looks like a guy with a lady in a dress. And you could see her legs, and you could see the cut of the dress, and they were kind of like getting into it, mouths touching. I'm like, ooh, well, this is interesting. I'll periodically check on this. So like 5 minutes later, it looks like they're smoking pot. That belt sound's still going because the car's still idling. Peer out a little bit later to see if that damn car's leaving, get rid of the sound. No, but they progressed. A hand's on a cock, and it looks like the guy's hand is up the girl's dress. And I'm like, ooh, this could be interesting. I'm not going to.
How clear is this, Felk? I have to know how clear this is.
How many feet?
Can you see
how
this?
feet away?
I am on the second floor. I am on the second floor of a building, looking down at a car that is parked at the wall I'm looking out of.
So you're like 10 feet away, practically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Wow.
sworn
That's
you were on the first floor.
No, the first floor is parking.
Okay.
So there's nobody on the first floor.
So, but yeah, you're 10 feet away, so you have perfect eyesight and vision on this.
Perfect viewpoints. The angle
My
of the
God.
car is the car's hood is obstructing their faces, so I could see everything below like the neck. But it is it is a woman with, I couldn't see tits, but I could see the bottom of the dress, shaved legs, hands up the skirt, her hands on his cock, and I'm like, well, this could get interesting. I guess I'm going to observe this for a few more minutes and see where this goes. Where it goes is the man reaches over the center console, pulls up the dress even more, and reveals a big old black cock. And because he's white, the lady's black, and he just starts, big, and just starts sucking the fuck out of it. And I go, well, my immediate thought is, well, this is disappointing. I'm going to stop watching this. And as I close the blinds just a little bit, the guy pulls down his pants, puts his ass on the center console, as in fuck me, and it happens.
What?
Wow.
So. This goes about 30 minutes. I'm like, I can't see this. About 30 minutes later, noise is still there. I look in. They are full on, still doing back and forth blowjobs. I didn't want to watch, but I kind of couldn't look away. It's right outside my window.
Oh. So they're doing ass to mouth.
Wait, time out, guys. And I just want to mention the show topic I wanted to do tonight was top 5 Alien or Predator franchise movies, and this is I was absolutely wrong. I am so happy we did this. Well, I wanted to hear
when
this
you
story.
suggested that this hadn't happened yet, I think, or maybe it was
No,
the night before.
Our topic became because of your story. That was literally it. You were like, I had this fucking thing 2 days ago, and we were like, boom. That's the episode, and that's why we did all this weird, reworking in the last 2 days on the show.
I was pretty on the fence about telling the story because it wasn't really funny so much as kind of scary, but also fascinating. Ever so often a car, not ever so often, every twice a minute a car drove by, and I only watched maybe 5 minutes of this whole spectacle total that took over the course of about 2 hours because they were going at it for 2 hours.
5
Jesus
minutes?
Christ.
Wow. 5 minutes must have felt like an eternity. And by the way, that meant in the next hour and 55 minutes, you were just listening to this?
They were definitely making noises, and I could hear that over the sound of the loose
Was
belt
it fucking
in the car.
or working out? Was it fucking or working out?
I don't think they were working out in the car. I think it
was two
technically
guys
both.
fucking or two guys working out?
Technically
They
both,
were
but
doing
every
military
time,
press.
every time
We
they,
are definitely fucking. There are no dumbbells in here. They're just my balls.
Wow. Every time a car drove by, they would freeze like raccoons, and then immediately start back thrusting as the car left their viewpoint.
I love that you listen to
man.
them freezing as raccoons like that, because you probably got to a point where you were just like hanging out in your apartment, and then all of a sudden you would hear the car drive by and you hear all the fucking stop.
Part
and
of
then
me-
you'd be like, oh, they stopped.
Part of me wishes I had observed more, just because that's probably the only opportunity I'll really get to learn
No.
and study.
No.
Well, Felk, didn't you have other encounters or notice things or hear things at your gym?
The closest, so the gym I went to, because it was so oversold that you couldn't basically use any of the equipment unless you went after like 11 p.m. At which point the gym was relatively sparse, and you could use the machines, but it also was all men in tank tops kind of looking at each other, and at least twice I saw, it may have been the same couple reoccurring, one guy go into a shower with another guy just immediately following him, and there was a sign briefly up saying no sexual activity in the gym.
That's crazy.
Not obvious at all.
Oh, and I think I saw a guy giving a hand job in the, there was like two guys sitting next to each other in the hot tub, and like one of the guy's shoulders was, bouncing up and down, like
I just want
maybe
to
he
say
was
I
scratching a
lived,
spider bite. I don't know.
I lived a block up from the West Hollywood 24-hour fitness, which at one point had a raid to stop sexual activity there, and that was a weird place. I went once and I never went again.
How do you know about the raid? Did you
Wow.
read about it or hear about it, or were you there?
I just living in the neighborhood. I heard about it. I heard it was a very
Oh,
gay
that was
gym,
just-
obviously.
That was talk around town.
That was talk around town. I heard guys, hey, don't go in there unless you want to get raided.
That's kind of.
Yeah, but I know,
I'm not sure.
I know what folks talking about.
Right to
I'm,
do that,
I'm,
but-
I'm talking about going into a place and trying to lift weights when you every time you look up you just see 10 eyes going.
See, that kind of hurts because they didn't really eye me that much, and I can understand why they'd eye you a lot more than me. You obviously work out a lot more than I do, but I didn't really get. I mean, I definitely got the "come fuck me" looks, but I didn't get the like, "wow, come fuck me" looks. And I got "wow, come fuck me" looks in like 2006 when I was a runner, and I drove a Miata, and I was doing some runs in West Hollywood with my
You're
top down
definitely
in my
not putting
Miata.
out the vibe with the Miata. You're not putting out any vibe with
No,
the Miata.
not at all. Not with my hair like fucking in a 2005 or 2006 faux hawk, and my aviators on, just like smiling. And I had no idea. I'd never heard of West Hollywood, so I had no idea. And I was just like, everybody's really smiling at me. These guys sure do like rainbow triangles. I just thought everybody really liked me and was being really nice. And then I realized, oh, they want to fuck me. Well, at least that's complimentary. I took it as a compliment.
And you should, as anyone should. I think anybody should take it as a compliment.
But I mean, it is kind of sad that I don't seem to get those looks anymore when I do go to West Hollywood. I mean, I guess I'm not a cute twink anymore.
Well, speaking of West Hollywood, Noli, you lived in West Hollywood. Tell us about some of your gay encounters of the third kind.
Yeah, before I lived there, I got a job there, and I had no idea it was really all that gay. And I went to work on the corner of San Vicente and Santa Monica, which is like where the rainbow crosswalks are at. And I didn't think anything of it. I got off around like 7 or 8 o'clock that night. I pull out of the parking lot. I'm waiting at the light. I look across the street. I see fucking male ass just shaking its shit right in my face. I'm like, what the what the fuck is this? I see the club's Rage, spelt RAGE in red, yellow, blue, purple colors. I'm like, oh God, I'm in a gay area. I'm seeing like full on naked ass sitting up on top of bars, shaking it, and I'm just sitting at this light for what now feels like 10 minutes, and I got in a little trance. It was kind of hot.
Wait, what time of day was
But-
this?
Oh, this is like 8 o'clock on a Friday night. I had no idea. It was like my first day on the job. I had no
that's
idea I was
early.
gonna. Yeah.
That's the time to rage. Absolutely.
Anyway, and then after that, I found out about the Abbey. I found out about St. Felix and Flaming Saddles. What's it called? I pulled them up here. Trunks. Trunks is my dog walked me into Trunks because in West Hollywood's very okay with animals going inside of locations. So my dog just walks me in Trunks. I'm hanging out in Trunks. It's guys wearing trunks with their dicks hanging out the bottoms dancing.
I don't.
That's amazing.
I don't believe you that your dog was responsible. There's no. Why were you in that gay bar? My dog walked me into it.
My
That
dog
sounds like
walked
the
me right in
fakest
there.
excuse.
It's not fake.
Well, I understand the dog thing because I took my dog all the time into bars in San Francisco, and San Francisco, you know, isn't known for being gay. So
I've never heard that.
Anyway, I want to
Never
read you
heard that
my Yelp review of a place in West Hollywood, which the manager commented on and said, like, thanks, Nolan. Thank you so much for coming in. This is a great review. You ready for it?
yeah, what's the name of the place?
St. Felix. It's a tapas bar, and it's pretty gay.
How many boys did you give it?
Oh, I gave it 4 out of 5 boys.
4 out of 5 boys. Topless boy bar.
So let me see this review. Do you like mesh tops? Check. Do you like soirees with men that last until the end of time? Check. Do you like ultra flowing vibes that have you mingling all night long? Check. Do you like super flowing happy hours that sauce up the vibe beyond repair? Check. Do you like stuffing your palate with saucy tapas that have you bending over and begging for buttermilk? Check. Then I think you're ready for St. Felix, where dreams come true.
You were
4
bending
stars.
over for buttermilk
Yes.
Yep, buttermilk,
from
baby.
True Lies.
Yes.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's the second time that phrase has been uttered on this podcast, too.
And it won't be the
Becoming
last.
popular.
I
So
love it.
anyway, I lived in West Hollywood for like 2.5 years. I think it's a great area. I don't have much to say besides many positive things. The people there are great. It's a super friendly community. Feels super safe. But
Well, yeah.
the first week, maybe the second weekend we moved in, I didn't even tell my wife about this at the time, but who was my girlfriend at the time. I go out on my front porch. We had a house right on the corner of an intersection that was kind of busy, but we were enclosed. And I got on my porch. I light up a cigarette. So I just lit it up. This is back when I smoked. And I see these 2 guys walking down the street. It's pretty casual. All of a sudden, the dude pushes the other dude against the wall, and they start making out. And I'm like, oh, shit. West Hollywood is gay. And they start kissing, and then all of a sudden one dude just turns the other guy into the wall, and all of a sudden I can tell that gay sex might be happening. And at this point, I just lit my cigarette up like 30 seconds ago, so I can't leave. You know, I got to finish that cigarette.
Can't
before I
waste
go back
that
inside.
cigarette, no.
Yeah, I can't waste that cigarette. So I sit down on my steps where the fence now I can kind of hide. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be the guy peeping on 2 guys like having sex. So I got to confirm what I saw. So I look back up over the fence line, and yeah, I'm seeing some thrusting. Like, oh my God, I just witnessed my first like gay sex encounter. Like, no offense, gay guys, but like, I don't want to even see straight people having sex really.
Oh, I do.
Unless
Yeah, I don't want to see anyone having sex in public, honestly. Yeah.
And so I look back up.
Or
and, like,
kissing too heavy, even. That's creeps me out.
I look back up, and like it's still going on, and like at this point, like there's a stop sign right in front of my house, and cars are stopping there, and the light is definitely shining on these 2 guys who are right in front of a window to somebody's bedroom, and they're just like they're going at it. And I think I had to throw out my cigarette. I just had to go inside. I never mentioned anything to my wife because, like I said, we just moved there, and like I didn't want to scare her off and be like, "Hey, guess what? Saw 2 dudes fucking last night. We just moved here." Yes. And the next day, I had to walk my dog by the scene. Like I looked for like a condom or something. There was nothing. The scene of the crime looked, it was clean. The guy they cleaned up after themselves. No crime, no foul. So yeah, and that is my close encounter with the gay kind.
I have literally never ever seen anyone gay, straight having sex in public. I've seen people making out, but like that's gross. I don't like it.
Really?
But I mean, yeah, I've seen it, but I'm not gonna tell people not to do it. Or that. What are you questioning that I think it's gross or that I've seen it?
No. Neither.
Other than that, yeah, I've never seen anything. But what I have had, I guess, with at least comes in terms of gay encounters is San Francisco. I had a homeless man.
That's always the best.
Yeah, wipe my window clean on my windshield of my car.
Oh, this is my favorite story. I tell this to everybody. This is great.
Oh, really?
I don't know this story.
Yeah, so I had this homeless man wipe the windshield of my car while I was filling it up, and I kept telling him, "Please don't. I have nothing to give you. I have no cash whatsoever." And he was like, "No, it's fine. And he kept wiping it with the newspaper or whatnot, and so I just kept like trying to pull him off and tell him I had nothing to give him. And then as soon as it was finished, he was like, "Hey, so can you give me any money?" And I was like, "No, I'm sorry. Like I really appreciate that you wipe my window down and everything, but I have nothing to give you." And he was just like, "Well, if you whip it out, I'll give it a suck." And I remember being like, "No, thank you." And I just we gotta get out of here. Stop filling up the gas right away. Got my receipt and bounced. and drove away. But I remember just being like, oh, what the fuck? Like, that was really, really weird. Like, if you whip it out, I'll give it a suck. And my first response was still polite with, no, thank you.
Wait, but that would be also something you would pay for. Was that payment to him?
I guess, no, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I guess him sucking my dick was payment for him cleaning my windshield.
Wow.
That doesn't make much sense, but I love it.
That guy's a giver. That guy.
He was, and you know what? It was really weird. This was in Soma in San Francisco, and it really creeped me out. And so I had my friends in the car and my dog, and I was just like, I want to get the fuck out of here.
I just love that you're such a nice guy that you weren't like fuck off or like get out of here. You were just like, no, thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, I remember thinking that too. Just no, thank you. I'm okay. Like, move on. But yeah, I just said no, thank you, and I pretty much just got the fuck out of there.
It's like the end of your meal. Would you like anything else? No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Just the check.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, thank you. We're done. Yeah, I'm absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely like that's the way I handled a lot of street life in San Francisco. Was just move on real quick with either like no, and it was never like no to what you're selling me. It was more like no to you as a person. Like no, don't even bother talking to me. And then it followed usually by like a no, thank you if I was trying to be like slightly polite. And then I guess the only other thing I noticed was one time I was in London for a poker show that I was working on with something that you guys I think worked on as well. And
I don't know what poker is.
And so I was there. I was strolling around Chinatown, which is near I guess, or at least it looks like it's near I think Leicester Square. And then not too far from that is like a little gay village. And it was one of the greatest things ever because I walked right past this one gay bar, and it was clear as day it was gay. Not by name, I couldn't tell the name, but this dude was seriously standing out on the steps of this like old English bar in only jean cutoffs and boots. And that was it. He was standing right there, proud, drinking his Guinness. And I was like, oh yeah, we are definitely strolled over into a gay area.
When you said gay village, I just thought of the Ewok village, but filled with like fabulous guys and cut off shorts.
Ballard,
what are you saying about Warwick Davis? And then so I and then later that same week I was walking through Leicester Square right across from the Empire Casino, and I was walking with this a bunch of coworkers. And this other homeless-looking guy comes right up to me, and out of all of us, and just plants his hand just right on my chest, and just pushes on me and separates me from the group, and pretty much requests me to allow him to blow me again. And I remember just being like, yes, oh no, again in the sense that this is the second time ever that someone has requested to blow me in public, and of the homeless variety.
I love how you just get like proposition like I just want to blow you, no charge. Like I want to do it.
Yeah, so that was the only two times that happened. They both happen to be homeless people. I don't know if they're gay. I can imagine homeless just requires, a starvation of all sorts. So they just wanted, maybe something. I could not help them. And I remember his hand being on my chest and like being like push it off, and he put force back on it. I remember being like, oh no, and I need to get back to my group. I'm in a foreign country, but it's London. It's not really that foreign if you're from America.
Oi, blowjob, yeah?
I actually had a time at the Abbey where I was there with my wife, and we were getting some appetizers, and the gay guys came and surrounded her and started talking to her. And while that was happening, the main gay guy came up to me and started hitting on me and trying to take me out. And I was like, dude, I'm married. And he's like, I love married men. And she had no idea. She had no idea this was happening because she got surrounded. It was like a huge distraction. And then like I just had to blow the guy off, and they left. And I was like, "Did you realize what was just happening?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "It was a decoy. They fucking got you, and they came after me."
Jesus, they hunt in packs like raptors.
Oh, they did.
In college, I would have I would go to like some clubs and bars and whatnot, and some of them had gay people there because it was Santa Cruz was has a fairly large gay population. And I would get hit on, and I would definitely utilize it to get drinks. And then as soon as I got the drinks, I would even order 2 drinks, and then I would take one of the drinks that I would take one for myself, and then take the other drink, and instead of giving it to the guy that just bought it for me, I'd be like, "Thank you so much," and I'd go over and hand it to the girl that I was hanging out with, and took advantage of it.
That's not the nice guy I know that says no thank you to blowjobs.
I said thank you. I didn't demand them. You know what? Here's another thing. Another time I was in London, and it was on February 15th. And in London, February 15th is the gay Valentine's Day. Well, I didn't know that, and it was the day before our show.
Valentine's
so
Day.
I went partied with a whole bunch of our crew members, and there were like all of these like guys buying drinks for everybody, and I had no idea, and I didn't realize until the next day when we finally found out what that day was. But I remember, and then at one point I was in one club or bar, and some dude just came up and like just smacked the back of my ass. I remember like, wow, this place is happening. Like, you know, like I didn't really think it. Anyways, and then I realized why this one Middle Eastern dude who was following me around now for like, you know, it seems like, you know, all this one whole club was kind of like 3 different clubs. Like now I know why, like, you know, he was following me around and buying me so many drinks. But you know what the thing is? I stayed by those drinks the whole time. I always made sure I did it again. I did 2 drinks. I would take some to groups. I would take to friend members and be like, oh, here to my friends. Thank you, dude. That was awesome. Thanks for hooking my friends up with some drinks. But I always watched because I was always really fucking worried about roofies.
Oh, definitely.
I was so worried about roofies. And then, yeah, then the next day
The
I found
Cool
out
Boys
that was like
podcast
whatever.
in no way implies that most gay people use roofies or in any way first
Oh,
or
shit.
sex. Just to clarify, we understand this is a very, very small group that is not condoned.
and at the time, I didn't realize it was a gay holiday, so I mean, I'm not thinking, I'm just protecting myself from roofies in general.
The Cool Boys podcast has no problems with the gay community of any kind, and we think they're just fabulous people. Just to clarify.
All right, well, Felk, what's the last part of this topic?
The last part of this topic is confusing to me, and I don't know what it means. Your last talking point is the liberation and freedom of gay bang fucking. Well, speaking of all those fabulous bodies of those wonderful boys, that brings us to talking bodies.
All systems ready. 3, 2, 1. I saw him out walking with his girl.
Talking bodies. Yeah. Talking bodies.
Oh, yeah.
As always, Talking Bodies has us discussing the wonderful world of mega hotties and super babes. So do we have any mega hotties with bodies for this episode? I'll throw out a couple if you need me to.
Well, I saw someone online, and I thought maybe this one will get Nolan's dick hard. Her name was it Whitney Westgate?
I know Sandy Westgate.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Sandy Westgate's old school. Felk, you may like her, but she might be too thin for you.
She doesn't look like a porn star. She looks more like a girl I'd have in like my science class.
Yeah, she looks like she works retail at like a Nordstrom's.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's good.
She seems fine to me. Yeah, I mean.
Well, she's thin with big tits, and I know how you like her. Or like you like thin and big tits.
Yeah.
But I mean, because I guess I was thinking like what, Amy Reed? Like that's one of your old school jams, right?
Oh yeah.
See, those girls always seem bland. I need a little something. Holly Michaels,
Felk,
I'm going to
she's-
throw out. I'm going to throw out Holly Michaels is probably one of the greatest
Yeah,
of all time.
I know what you're talking about. I like her. I agree. I think though mainly I don't really particularly am excited by Whitney Westgate. But I thought it might be something Noli likes.
I really don't know. I really don't know what Noli likes.
Felk, I got one for you. Juliana Colombiana.
Is this a real name? I'm not even
Yes.
going to Google that because it's fucking
So
ridiculous.
that's what I'm going to try to do with this segment. I'm going to try to guess if you like if I can catch your tastes.
She's pretty good. I the thing is that even as much as I
I don't like
love
her.
the like she's got a good body. She's got a good body. The face, it's got to be pretty for a plumpier body for me. And her face
Gotcha.
kind of looks. I see a lot of that in person, though. I mean, around here, like that's. She's pretty good. She's pretty good. She's pretty good.
Sure. And Cool Boy Nation, I just want to say out there, while we're saying these names, you should strap on that keyboard and whip out that Google and let's go surfing for some sweet bodies and dongs. So you should follow along.
I want to say I got a girl who's a relatively new porn star, but she's went under some big time plastic surgery in the last 6 months. It's kind of changed her face, but she's European, Patty Makova.
Don't know it. I'll have to look it up.
She has great big tits.
Makova. Huh. I don't know how to spell that. I'm guessing.
It's Michova.
ICHOVA.
But like I said, she's went under some super like facial reconstruction where she looks more like a doll now than she did before.
Yeah, not so into that look. Sorry. No, thank you. You know what I was thinking we should do on one of these episodes is we should just pull up like Pornhub's like, you know, porn star category and just look at their top 10 list or their top 20 list and pick out if there's anything out there. I'm going to go do that right now. I'm going to go grab a couple. I'm going to Pornhub.com right now and I'm going to look at their top 10 porn stars. See what they got. My name is Derek. Who's watching that?
I guess that's a pop-up.
Yeah, All right, so their number one is Brandy Love. I don't know her. Mia Khalifa, know her. Riley Reid, don't know her. Lisa Ann, know her. Alexis Texas, we mentioned her. Dylan Harper, Madison Ivy, Kimmy Granger, Mia Malkova. Felk, you love Mia Malkova. Olivia Taylor, and that is the top 10.
Of like the late 20s, Mia Malkova and Adriana Chekik are probably the best of all time. I was actually going to mention like just kind of let's
Noli, what do you think of Dylan Harper? Check her out. What are you saying, Felk? Go ahead.
Dylan Harper or Dillian Harper? There's two.
Dillian, I guess. Sorry, Dillian.
Dillian's the one. Okay, Dillian Harper.
I don't like the face.
So her face to me kind of makes. I like her. She's got a fucking perfect body, but her face. A little down,
Yeah,
a little
like,
downy, a little downy.
Her face is weird.
Yeah, I don't know
told
why
you
she's
a
number
while
6.
ago. I like Brittany White, the African American actress.
Oh, she's good.
She's great. Yep.
Yep.
Madison Ivy's pretty amazing, and she's number 7 on this list.
She's old school though. She's definitely great.
Is she retired or is she still?
I think she's still doing it.
Number 11 is August Ames. She's fine. Nicole Aniston's number 12. She's fine. Asa Akira's number 13. She's fine. Kendra Luss is 14. She's fine. Peter Jensen. She's 15. She's fine. Sasha Grey. She's 16. Not so much.
Peter Jensen's nice.
Yeah, Peter Jensen for sure. Kim Kardashian's number 17. I like how they're just referring to her as a porn star in this. Lana Rhodes is 18. Piper Perry is 19. And Sarah J is 20. And Leah Gotti, who's a reference earlier.
Piper Perry's pretty good.
She's number 21.
Leah Gotti's pretty good.
Ava Adams, by the way, is number 22, and Molly Cavalli is now number 23. And Molly Cavalli, apparently, she's on the rise. She's got a green arrow.
All right, so let's get into our top 3 then, whatever, because we could just rattle off porn star names forever.
Well, as always, Talking Bodies also has us discuss the top 3 hotties from a specific show, movie, franchise, or era. And tonight's topic will be Hollywood beards. Beards, of course, being a euphemism for a woman married to a secretly gay man. Hollywood has a pretty large supply of those kind of scenarios, although many of ours will be speculative. So what would be your top 3 in no particular order Hollywood beards? And who are the gay men that were married to?
Well, yeah, I guess the question is you guessed the gay men, so we don't have to say it. But the women that I would have put in my suspect list, I would say for sure, definitely Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, that's that Ryan Reynolds you're talking about?
Who knows? Who knows what we're talking about?
Well, no, I think we can't just throw out names and.
Okay. Allegedly. Yeah, I guess we're talking about Ryan Reynolds.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds is gay.
I've never heard one gay thing about Ryan Reynolds.
Or any of the French dudes she's fucked.
Those French guys are definitely bi. So yeah, you could throw her in there.
That's not being a beard.
And
if
then
you're just fucking an openly bisexual man.
Well, I think she's married to like someone pretty substantial, isn't she?
Ballard's
needs to probably covered up.
You're stretching it.
Like Helen Hunt.
Stretching
I'll go with
it.
Helen Hunt, but she's not attractive. But she was definitely a beard.
Who was she married to?
She wasn't married to. She was in a very public, long-standing relationship with Kevin Spacey.
Well, Felk, you've already speculated on this podcast in earlier episodes that
that's true?
Jessica Biel is a definite beard.
I think
Is that
yes.
correct?
Jessica Biel is number 2 on my list.
So you're saying Jessica Biel is more definitive than Scarlett Johansson in the role of Hollywood
I
beard?
would agree with that.
Yeah. There's just, Ryan Reynolds was not in a boy band.
All right. So Jessica Biel, fine. Jessica Biel's in there for sure. Then okay, I'm fine with that. Jessica Biel's could be like easily number 2. I think that's a good number to put her at too. All right, so let's figure out 1 and 3 then.
My number 1 was
right.
Jessica Simpson.
Ooh.
Nick Lachey.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh.
98 degrees.
But since her dad's gay, I think we can throw her in.
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking about like real hardcore legit speculation, then I have to definitely say Kelly Preston.
No, I
mean,
agree.
in her
She
prime, Kelly
definitely
Preston was
counts, but I
incredible.
don't think she's that hot.
No.
In her prime,
In her
she was
prime.
amazing.
Go
Jerry
to
Maguire.
Twins.
Jerry Maguire.
Twins.
She was amazing.
Twins.
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 Yeah.
She's great in Twins. But she's
Oh.
naked in Jerry Maguire.
Is she naked? Oh yeah.
It's like a side
she
view,
was.
yeah.
No.
No.
That was a great
Yeah,
scene.
don't ever stop fucking me. Don't ever stop. That's her lines when she's getting fucked in the fridge.
No, yeah, no. Kelly Preston's in there for sure. In her prime.
She's
And Jessica
better
Biel in
than
her
Nicole
prime, too.
Kidman, or are we not counting him?
Nicole
Well,
Kidman
are
is
we
not
talking about Jamie
attractive.
Foxx? Because
Nicole Kidman
Jamie
is
Foxx might be.
No, we're talking
I'll
about.
throw Katie Holmes in there. Throw Katie Holmes in there.
We're talking about somebody who's going to fight a mummy soon.
No, because Katie Holmes. Okay, this is how I'm looking at it. Jessica Biel's number 2. Kelly Preston's number 3. Katie Holmes is not number 1. She does not beat those other two.
Katie Holmes is
No,
pretty,
why?
but she's not hot. She's not a hottie with a body.
She looks like she has a slight case of the Downies.
Yeah, she's
as
got
well.
the same problem that Dylan Harper has, or Dillian Harper has.
Downies.
Downey.
Soft
Oh,
and fresh Downies. The fabric softener bear.
Well, I guess
Not
there's like
Snuggles.
speculation, of course, that like Sofia Vergara could be one, Elsa Pataki could be one.
Who's
all sorts of
Sophia
shit.
Verg? Who's her gay man?
Joe Manganiello or whatever, the
Yeah.
dude from True Blood.
That guy's definitely gay.
I don't know.
He may or may not be Deadshot now or whatever.
Deathstroke.
Not Deadshot.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Will Smith is Deadshot. Slade Wilson.
Oh, and then Minka Kelly. If you think, I think Felk has made hints as well earlier episodes that Chris Evans is probably gay. So if that's the case, Minka Kelly and Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel was dating Chris Evans as well. So maybe,
Very briefly.
yeah.
But Jessica Biel's a
Jeez.
professional beard.
If that's the case, though, then you got to think about it. Then Jessica Biel, right? Professional beard. Maybe Chris Evans. Minka Kelly. I think Minka Kelly's number 1 then.
See, I think Nicole Kidman's probably
I
arguably
think
one.
Nicole Kidman, even in her prime, is like anywhere on this list. Legitimately,
Cole,
seriously.
get out of the
Nicole
cockhole.
Kidman? Yes.
Get out of the cockhole.
Have you not
Get out of the
seen
cockhole.
Batman Forever?
Let me out of the cockhole.
She looks fucking
I didn't think
perfect
she.
in that.
I never found Nicole Kidman honestly ever attractive. I can understand beauty there, but I don't find her like she's not my type.
Really? Okay.
Never has been.
She is not my
Nope.
type either.
I can understand people finding her attractive, but she's not my type.
How is that not tall, beautiful face, blonde, great body? How is that not anyone's type? Nicole Kidman.
I don't think
Do you not-
Nicole Kidman has a great body.
I don't think she has a great face.
Do you not like Kim Basinger?
I like Kim Basinger.
I like Kim Basinger. For
Same
sure.
type, I think. Same type of body.
No,
don't
Kim
think
Basinger's
so.
got a little bit more of an American vibe to her.
And Nicole Kidman has an Australian vibe to her.
I think it's Nicole Kidman's like
Yeah.
perm that she had. Her perm just like threw me off from the
Okay,
get-go.
but that was the '80s. That's not her fault.
Yeah, it is her fault. I think that's her natural hair. I fucking see like a little like Orphan Annie haircut going on. I'm not into it.
I'm looking up Nicole Kidman. Batman.
Did she ever get nude?
Forever.
Did she get nude in something?
Oh yeah, she gets nude in
Yeah,
Eyes Wide Shut.
Shut.
Yeah. That's
Eyes Wide
largely
Shut.
what I'm thinking of is her ass in that movie, and her tits in that movie. I'm googling her fucking
the-
posing with on the poster for Batman Forever.
I just don't think she beats Kelly Preston or Jessica Biel. I think Minka Kelly does.
I would cut off like a little bit of my pinky finger to fuck her. Just a tip.
Is this photo real?
No.
No.
I don't know. It looks.
Type in Nicole Kidman nude, Eyes Wide Shut. You'll come up with
Yeah,
that.
I'm not into it. No, it's not my thing.
She's in a mirror with Tom Cruise right behind her, just about to fucking just rail it.
Yeah, that's real.
No, that's fake. That's fake. Well, Cool Boy Nation, you should be looking up right now Nicole Kidman nude images as well. If you want to look up Nicole Kidman images, please look up by looking up Nicole Kidman, Eyes Wide Shut, nude, and you will find Nicole Kidman nude images.
If you had to pick between Nicole Kidman saving her and saving Chris O'Donnell, I worry you guys would pick Chris O'Donnell.
I probably would.
Yeah, Robin is your right hand
I mean,
man.
Batman would figure out a way to save both of them.
Felt Batman's always finding bitches, bang bitches left and right.
Chicks dig the car. That's why I need a car.
I think I just would simply change the number 1 slot from Nicole Kidman and Minka Kelly, and I'm in a.
Oh, Jessica Simpson was my
Here-
number 1. Nicole was my 3.
What about Keira Knightley?
Is she married to a gay?
Who's she? No,
Or,
what?
Orlando Bloom.
They weren't in a relationship, were they?
I don't know.
That's a movie.
Was that only in a movie? Isn't that a movie? Nolan is fully convinced that Pirates of the Caribbean is fact and not fiction whatsoever.
Correct.
Well, anyways, so okay, then Felk, then list your number 3, Felk.
The Nicole Kidman, Jessica Biel, Jessica Simpson.
This is such a speculative list. I don't know if we can do a definitive 1, 2, 3. But
How about this? I'll if you take out Nicole Kidman, okay, I'll give you. I'll give you.
I think Jessica
Kelly
Biel's
Preston.
number 1.
Jessica Biel, Jessica Simpson, Kelly Preston. I'm
That's
okay
fine.
with that list.
That's fine with me.
What do you think about that, Felk?
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
I love
My microphone's
are
limp. I
you-
can't fucking get it up.
Oh, well, speaking of limp, let's move on to dongs.
Love that dong. Love that dong. Love that dong.
All right, and then this week we always choose 3 celebrities, and we guess who has the biggest dick and why. And the name of this episode is Great Gays. So I found 3 dong shots of some 3 gay great actors. I guess if you want to consider Ricky Martin an actor.
I
even know
actually
what you'd
don't
call
think
him.
Neil Patrick Harris is that good of an actor.
What, babe? Rick who?
They're just talking to me for a second.
Luke Evans. Luke Evans is on the list. Yeah, and then so my wife asked if we had Luke Evans, and the answer is yes.
So she's got
So
a
they
thing
li-
for Luke.
She does. So the list is
Gaston.
Neil Patrick Harris, Ricky
And
Martin,
you
and
fuck
Luke
like
Evans.
Gaston. No one but fucks like Gaston.
So there is a winner. There is a clear winner, and
I disagree.
And, I think it's obvious. It's Ricky Martin.
I saw that photo you posted. His face, it's already a shitty quality photo. His face looks photoshopped on there, man.
Yeah, that doesn't look real.
It's legit. No, that's legit. I've looked it up a bunch, and in
does.
fact, I saw ones that where it was censored,
Okay.
and it's legit. I think it was something that was actually leaked.
Well, considering that Neil Patrick Harris has a small dick, and then Luke Evans doesn't look like he's packing that much, I think Ricky Martin wins.
Wow, yeah, Luke Evans
think
is
Ricky
really
Martin wins.
disappointing.
Yeah, Luke
Yeah,
Evans.
right. Gaston.
He's looking like me if I got out of like a really cold swimming pool and had a Speedo on. That's exactly what you see from me, just like a 1-inch fucking like head right
In
there.
Alaska.
Yeah.
My favorite gay actor would probably be Ian McKellen, but I suggested him, but no luck finding a dick photo of Sir Ian McKellen, huh?
Yeah, and also probably not virile enough.
Yeah, at this age,
Yeah.
it's inward. After like 60, it goes
Oh, I
inside.
mean in his prime. I mean, I think at any point unless you damage it with steroids or whatever, but they can be at any age.
Yeah.
When we did Val Kilmer, I was talking about prime Val Kilmer, not fat Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Yeah, Ian McKellen could definitely have a big dong.
He's very confident.
Luke Evans is very disappointing. Neil Patrick Harris is obviously nothing's really going on there. He's like a twink.
Yeah, power bottom maybe.
If you look online for Neil Patrick Harris' dick photos,
I'm glad that you've googled that.
There's photos of him in white underwear on stage for the Oscars, or I think it was.
They stuffed
And-
it.
Yeah, and it's clearly stuffed because you see his dick in Gone Girl, and so you're just like, oh, dude, you totally stuffed your dick. Anyways, that's kind of sad and pathetic. All right, well, I think that's enough for Love That Dong this week. Okay, so why don't we take it into Yelling at the Wall, Felk?
Well, with Ricky Martin's penis declared the winner, that brings us to Yelling at the Wall.
You're a fool.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk.
Yeah, I'll shut you up.
Yelling at the Wall.
Haven't you had enough?
Oh, yeah.
So, Cool Boy Nation, if you have any funny or interesting stories about close encounters of the gay kind, please email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com.
Also, if you have any bodies or dongs that you would like to mention and throw in the mix for us to review and alert the Cool Boy Nation to, please let us know as well, as we always love seeing those bodies and dongs.
Ditto.
And then, last week we totally missed the segment Yelling at the Wall and just dove right into Would You Rather. And totally forgot the segment because we needed to because we have a fucking email on this one.
Yeah, I don't have that up. Do you have that up?
I can read it.
Yeah,
but,
read
probably
your
better
email
if you
from
read 'em.
Chub Studs.
So this is from a man named Chub Stud and I guess we shouldn't give out his Gmail account.
I'm sure it's
anyways,
yeah.
and then
You just did because it's chubstuds@gmail.com.
No, it's not. It's actually chubhard at
Okay.
gmail.com.
This sounds like a phony person.
Yeah, I still, I honestly still think this is Ballard, no matter what he says.
No, it's not me. It's not me. It's definitely not me, but I have my suspicions of who it is. So this is what Chubb Stud wrote to us. I think what I just want to say is, if this is who I think it is, I just love how our own friends and fans don't even feel comfortable writing in their real name into us because they don't want to be associated actually with directly what we're saying. Which is wise after this episode.
Yeah, but if somebody's also willing to create a fake Gmail account or burner YouTube account just to comment on our videos,
I appreciate that.
That's a lot of work. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you. So you know what, Chubb Stud? Thank you very much. And so this is what Chubb Stud wrote us. Can't get enough of them cool boys. Love the podcast! Exclamation point. Caged up for life. All right, so this guy apparently obviously loved the episode Caged Up. He gave us his top 5 Nick Cage films. My top 5 Nick Cage flicks are number 5, Honeymoon in Vegas. Number 4, Kick-Ass. Number 3, Con Air. Number 2, Raising Arizona. Number 1, The Rock.
Solid list.
That's a good list.
Yeah, I have never seen Honeymoon in Vegas. It's the only one I've not seen.
It's fun. Yeah.
Honeymoon in Vegas, I like. I would say it's there. It's fine. It's a good movie.
I would say Kick-Ass is kind of, questionable as a Nick Cage film.
Kick-Ass isn't really a Nick Cage film.
No.
He's in it, and he does a nuanced, great performance, but
he's definitely supported.
Big Daddy or something? Big Daddy?
So I think Chubb Stud, you are missing one movie because technically Kick-Ass is not a Nick Cage film as far as we're concerned. So you need to send in another movie to replace that to complete your list. So sorry, Chubb Stud, incomplete. All right, so
have you heard anything from Nuggies? Is Nuggies in the? He disappeared.
I worry that Nuggies thinks we deleted his comment. Nuggies, we miss you.
Chubb Stud finished up his email with, he needs to make a comeback into Hollywood mainstream. He should be the villain of a Marvel or Fast and Furious movie. That's actually a pretty good idea.
That would work. I think Fast and Furious would be actually more suited for
Yeah,
him.
not Marvel, but Fast and Furious would be a fantastic. That's a great idea, Chubb Stud.
He could play his character from Gone in 60 Seconds. And
dude, that would be great. Tie in the universes.
Universe.
That's awesome.
What's his name?
That's fucking great.
He has a great fucking name in that movie. What is it?
Rain. It's something
Yeah.
Rain, right? Casper Rain.
Memphis Rains.
Memphis never rains when it pours.
Is it Memphis Rains? I think it
might be.
his name is Memphis Reigns. Fuck.
It is right. Memphis Rains. Nice. Good call.
What a fucking
Giovanni
great name.
Ribisi plays his younger brother, Kip Reigns.
I know, that's
Kip
a good one.
Reigns.
So wait, guys, did we actually give Gone in 60 Seconds even honorable mentions
No,
in our episode?
we talked about it. I think you cut it out.
Do you remember Angelina Jolie's character's name?
I did.
It's Sway.
Sway.
God.
It might have been cut
She was
out.
in her prime then. All right, well, and then Chubb Stud finishes up with keep up the great work, Cool Boy Nation. Thank you, Chubb Stud. Dongs and thongs, Chubbs. Well, thanks, Chubbs. Really appreciate it. Always love
Is
it.
that a
Thank you very
request?
much. All right, and then we also have a comment on one of our videos. Felk, if you want to read the comment.
Which one? The first one?
Yep.
So commenting on your Cool Boys review for the Burrito Supreme, Cool Dude 84343 says, you need to make these vids longer, man. Would be great. I wondered if you might be able to throw your trash out in the parking lot for me in a future vid. Thanks. That
Oh, well, thanks, cool dude. Really appreciate it.
and I mean, you make those on your own, but I'm guessing you're not going to do any of that, right?
Probably not gonna litter, but that's all right.
Littering's
Thanks,
wrong,
dude.
cool dude 84343.
I also love how he wrote thanks at the end, like it was already said and done, signed, sealed, delivered. Like he was good. The next review I see, he's gonna trash something right outside because of me. Well, I'm sorry, cool dude, I can't do that. But if you're listening to this podcast, which I doubt you are, I appreciate that you're listening this far along in the podcast. All right, and then Felk, you want to go ahead and read off that next comment?
First off, Nugget Master 101, if you think we deleted your comment, I just had to re-upload that video. We miss you, Nuggies, and we want you back.
Nuggies.
Yeah.
He might be dead. We do have another comment from Jack Daniel Jenkins, and that sounds familiar to me. Is maybe it's because Jack Daniels, I drink a lot. Is that somebody we know?
Yeah, I think it's a drink.
I'm just maybe
I don't know this guy.
Well, then he commented on the live stream where I was trying to get subscriptions, which he should do again.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this was actually a live stream called the Cool Boys live stream, getting subs, and Cool Boy Nation. You can find that on our YouTube page.
Yeah, and he commented, "Punch those goddamn keys," referring to my loud ass Black Widow Ultimate keyboard.
It's a nice keyboard. It's fantastic, but it is loud. But, I like the effect. I like the old-timey effect of it. I like the cocktail glass. I like the loud keyboard. I like the breathing. We're all breathing. It's beautiful. I love it. We got planes in the background and trains in the background, and it's wonderful. And we got gay people fucking in alleys right below Felk's window.
Hell yeah.
What's my mouse? It's like a gay disco.
Wow, look at that. That is just, it just looks like a disco. I mean, it doesn't really have to be gay disco, I guess.
No, we know what kind of disco it is.
All right, well, yeah, punch those goddamn keys, Felks. I agree. Punch them fucking goddamn hard. Don't ever stop. Don't let anybody tell you not to do anything. All right, well then, I just want to mention that if you go and check out our YouTube page, you will find new Cool Boy episodes and reviews and things like that from our podcast and reviews for things like, food, and there may or may not be a review coming up for a hot and sexy shower. But,
I think it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, we got a hot, sexy review for a hot, sexy shower. And then there was also just a wonderful Del Taco review we just did recently, which is compared Del Taco to the Street Taco. And I got to tell you, that fucking was an incredible review. It felt like the dawn of justice in my pants.
It's a little high concept. Next one won't be as high concept.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I thought it was a fantastic review, and I love the shaky video camera work and the focusing. It was fucking intense as fuck, and I loved it. And I thought it was wonderful for a taco commercial.
It was nice.
But I also love the comparison between the two, and you made me want to eat both. I honestly fucking want to eat both.
I love those street tacos. I'm a big fan.
I honestly didn't know Del Taco had that. I might actually go there to get those tacos.
That's a huge chunk of fucking avocado they put on there.
Yeah, and I'm allergic to avocado too, so I have to throw that in the trash. It's really sad.
That's unfortunate.
That is very sad.
Avocado is delicious.
Yeah.
Woo! My heart breaks.
I also can't ever rub an avocado on my ass.
That's unfortunate too.
I've never experienced that. Is that supposed to be amazing?
No, just because assholes can also flare up from things you're allergic to. I've heard.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Remy.
And then also, I just did a review of the brand new baby back rib burger that was released by Carl's Jr. And I gotta say, it was fucking disgusting. I did not like it at all. Yeah, that's up. Yeah.
Oh, holy shit! I didn't know about that. I should have gotten an email.
Did you see my comment?
Yeah, I did. I loved your comment, Noli. Thank you.
I still don't know what the fuck I watched.
Anyways, Noli, but I loved all your little additions. They were fantastic, and I definitely need you to say "so soaked" next time for something else. I think for the next time when I use it, when I drink like something out of a drink, I'm going to have it say "so soaked."
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
So wet. I love that it's so wet for fucking mango iced tea.
Getting really good at keyframing those titles. They dance and they just come at you. It's a beautiful ballet.
This is my rule. Break all the rules that I don't do at work every day. So for instance, like long 3 to 4 second dissolves on titles. Like that's not common in our jobs. So I just put these really long and unnecessary dissolves. I do spins and rotations, things that I would never do it in any one of my jobs. And then at the same time, my idea is that I have to shoot the video in less than a minute, and I have to make the full edit said and done from start to finish less than 2 hours. And that's it. And I don't want to do any more than that. If I do any more than that, I spend too much time on it.
Right. Right.
And what I do is I'm going to only review it through the text because I obviously I'm not eating the food. I'm just literally just been oh look, burger, get the burger. I love the look.
I think you have the same shades as
right
me
now.
in the video.
I might.
Ray-Bans?
No, mine are like Banana Republic. I think honestly.
Ooh, that sounds like a dick. Banana. Yeah, Carl's Jr. sucks. I could go on that for a while, so we'll wrap it up because someone's telling me to wrap it up. But Carl's Jr. fucking sucks.
Well, then moving on, I guess we should mention that the poll for poop is what I'm liking to call it, poll for poop. So the poll right now for poop is 0 people want me to post those videos apparently about poop. So we're not
How many don't
posting
want
those
to
videos as of right now.
How many don't want you to put? Is it yes or no?
There is no poll. The poll I assumed was people writing in and asking, and nobody wrote in and asked for me to post videos of me pooing. So I'm not posting videos of me pooing. All right, so nobody wants to see poop videos, so we're not posting those for now. Anyways, moving on. Let's go to the Cool Boy Nation. Would you rather?
Cool Boy Nation, if there is a would you rather you would like us to discuss on a future podcast, please email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. And now for this episode's Would You Rather.
Are you throwing it to me?
Yeah, well, it's a different
Yeah, Noli, now
color.
it's your turn. Yeah, Noli, what's the would you rather, Noli?
I can't read it.
All right. Well, the since tonight's episode is very gay centric, the straight part of me was thinking, let's just do a straight one. Like, would you rather hammer 100 nails or chop 100 blocks of wood? But
Nails.
the gay part of me said, fuck that. Let's go gay. So my
Also
question-
nails.
My question tonight is, would you rather get butt fucked by a man or butt fuck a man? But wait, there's a twist.
Oh, no.
It has to go to completion. So think about that.
Whoa.
That twist does not change my answer.
I want you to think the easy answer that you think about is, oh, I'm just gonna fuck a man because that's what I do. I fuck.
I close my eyes and just, my dick's in a hole. I'll think about women and I'll come. I'll be fine.
To completion.
Yeah.
Think about women that you've been with that you don't really care about, and like you have to like kind of like fake an orgasm because you're just like, I'm done with this. Like this isn't doing it for me. Does that not happen to you?
Nope. Not at all.
Okay.
This is a hard one, dude. I don't know, man.
Imagine if you imagine
can-
like it's just imagine you're thinking about a woman, but it's just not working, and this goes on for like hours. Like,
No.
you're not coming.
I need
imagine you just get
max
you get a
5
professional-
minutes. I'll go into my mind
you get-
palace.
It's
get-
gonna be hard. Me not imagine a woman when I'm hearing a dude like getting fucked in the ass.
Tell them to shut up.
Yeah. Or imagine just a
Shut up! I'm not gonna ruin someone's fun.
A professional butt fucker just comes in and fucks your ass in 1 minute and comes, and it's over with, as opposed to you just having to like fuck a dude for like 6 hours, like trying to think about a girl.
You wouldn't be ruining their fun. If somebody's getting butt fucked, they're usually a bottom and they like being told what to do. The power dynamics
Doug
a
has
huge
way
part
too
of it.
many rules on these would you rather's. I love it. I
The
love
power
I
dynamics.
love these rules.
I'm just more knowledgeable in butt fucking. I think.
No, I love it. I love
And
it.
also, it's not a problem for me. I can come just from my mind.
Felk, set the rules. Set the rules for me so I can answer this better because I'm having trouble answering this one.
Well, I don't really have rules. I just have like different perspectives.
Okay, once again, I
You
need to know
the air
what's the air
conditioning?
conditioning like. What's the air conditioning like? I need to know the air conditioning. on
Okay,
this one.
just to clarify, that was answering a question. Well, no, because you thought you'd go to Hoth to get cummed on by the Tauntauns, and I just wanted to make it clear the location wasn't. I wanted to make it clear the location was a factor.
Felk, at my age, air conditioning is important all the time. So I need to know what's the air conditioning like during this.
The air
AC
conditioning
is
yes.
broken. It's broken. It's hot and sweaty.
Oh no, I was
broken?
gonna say like 70 degrees. Well, no one's.
Oh wait.
No
wait,
one's
wait.
DMing this
Okay,
one, so.
AC is broken, and what's the weather outside like? Is it balmy? Is it humid? Is it hot? Is it cold?
It's humid.
Oh fuck! I hate that.
I don't like. You're setting up for a difficult environment as our DM, which stands for Dungeon Master.
Because the obvious answer any guy says is like, oh, I'll just fuck a chick and think, oh, I'll fuck a dude and think of a chick. But I'm throwing some variables at you.
So I'm assuming your answer is get butt fucked.
No, it's not.
Well, then why are you shitting on fucking the guy so much? If that's your answer.
I don't have an answer. This is for you guys.
So
to
Felk,
answer.
you've made your answer. Felk, you've established your answer. Your answer is simply you'll fuck the butt, right?
Of course.
Okay. So it's humid, right? So we're talking
it's
about
so
it's
hot.
some
It's so sweaty.
It's
so
sweaty
sweaty.
buttholes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we're talking easy access.
Sure.
Oh, I'm assuming there's lube, but I'm not. Is there lube?
Felk,
There's
with the
lube.
humidity
There's lube.
levels this hot, there's no need for lube. I mean, come on. But yeah, sure,
Sweat
we're
does
all
not work as
lubed
a
up.
lubricant. You need lube. You need
Jesus Christ.
you need something that
It's lubed.
Yeah.
How hairy?
Pretty hairy.
Everyone's hairy or everyone's hairy?
It's a real man's ass. There's no female quality about it. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
take some
the
good
other
coordination.
the other man is hairy,
Yeah, it's
no matter what.
It's yeah.
I don't like that. I mean, I was
So-
hoping it was gonna be like a nice twink ass, but all right.
Okay.
Because if it's
So
shaved
sweaty-
and the balls are tucked,
Sweaty, hairy man. Okay, Noli, are we talking about like Danny DeVito? Are we talking like The Rock? I mean, scale me for here. Like Danny DeVito's a 1, The Rock's a 5.
I don't think
put
the
it
Rock's
this
ass
way.
is hairy. I think it's pretty.
I'll put it this way.
No. I'm not talking about body taking care of it. I mean in size. I'm talking about size now. Is he Danny DeVito in size, or is he The Rock in size, or where in between?
No, he's a big man. He's very hairy. He's very sweaty. He's very large. That's a person you would have to fuck. Now,
James
Okay,
Gandolfini.
Noli, are we talking? Noli, I hear you describing Zangief.
yeah, pretty much saying.
Okay.
Okay,
Either way,
okay,
it's
that's what I'm
Zangief.
thinking.
Yeah. Now
Yeah, either way, it's
now
Zangief.
The person fucking you is a perfectly toned, perfectly chiseled, perfectly hairless male model gay. Will
A
you th-
gay man.
Who's fucking you, or you're when he's fucking you?
He's a professional butt fucker.
What does
is
it
I'm
matter
saying.
what he looks like? He's behind you. You can't see him.
But he's professional.
Felk, all that hair is dripping on you and is rubbing up against your back and your neck.
It seems like you guys are stacking the deck to try and get me to decide that I want to get butt fucked, and that's not going to happen. So I don't understand. This is quickly turned into you just trying to convince me that that's the better option. And by the way, Nolan, you're not getting out of this. You're not giving us this would you rather without providing your answer.
Nah, I am definitely stacking the deck to make you choose option B.
I'm not fooling for it. Butt fuck me once, shame on me.
I think the answer is to be the butt fucker, but I'm just thinking in my mind, I've had trouble sometimes with girls like that I wasn't into. It's like, okay, I gotta like end this because I can't finish. And
Well, here's the wait.
like you're
That's the
gay.
thing. Okay, wait. I think honestly the best selling point I got, which swayed me from the obvious, which I thought the very obvious answer was be the butt fucker, was when Nolan said you get a professional in there who knows how to do it, and he's in and out lickety split. Because to completion, this is part of the would you rather.
Yeah,
to completion.
that's the twist.
If I have to butt fuck a guy to completion, I don't know if that's going to be quick at all. That might take a long time. And it might be a lot of soft dick in there. And so a lot of weird, awkward times and some down times. And so I might have to it might be like a day or two
Yeah, you
before
might
I
be in
get to
that room
completion by
forever.
butt fucking.
This backfired,
But if
and
I
now
get a
you
professional in
convinced
there,
Ballard to get
and a
butt fucked.
professional, we're talking about professional, we're talking about this. Whoa, boom.
You just did it with
And
your
then I'm
whole
done.
fist, by the way. What was that about?
That's a big dick. I imagine my asshole's very tiny compared to the size of a dick going in and out of it.
Do you know how common blood is? Blood's common.
Oh, no, Felk, I don't want blood, but you know what, buddy? I don't want to be fucking for days until I can finally come in a dude's ass. So I'd rather honestly, I want to get fucked in the ass because I'd rather get that shit done, over with, get my $1 million or whatever it is we get when we do these terrible events, and get the fuck on with my life, rather than spending 2 days, 48 hours, all the post-traumatic stress disorder I have to deal with later on when I'm fucking dealing with the fact that it took me 2 days to fuck a dude in the ass
what
to
have you
completion
done?
because
to Nolan.
it was hot and sweaty. The guy looked like Zangief. Okay, it was humid,
Yeah.
about 80 degrees. The air conditioning was broken.
Zac
I would
Efron
much-
So
fucked your
yeah,
ass.
so your final answer is getting fucked by a pretty boy Zac Efron.
I don't know if I could live with myself knowing I got butt fucked, but if I could live with myself saying I had to fuck this dude to survive. I could live with that. Like the last one, I imagine all these happening in a dark, damp, hot Burbank basement.
Basements are actually really uncommon in the valley because of the soil density.
It's true.
Wow.
It's true.
I always love basements
So what's-
whenever I go in the Midwest to
What's
visit
our,
family.
what's our final answers?
We lived in a really
Oh my
or
God.
worked in a really unsafe basement once, and you could see that the walls were pushing in from the dirt, fucking trying to take back the basement.
I just want to say I was in that basement when the last largest earthquake in the last 10 years hit LA. I was in there with Ballard and we ran out.
Yeah.
And there were some pussies in our basement who just didn't say anything and just bolted.
Oh yeah, there was an audio mixer who was working with clients, and he bounced like crazy as soon as the earthquake hit. He was like zip, and he left the clients and literally recording, and then the producers literally sitting in their
It was
chairs.
like George
and
Costanza when the apartment catches on fire.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah, it was.
he's smart. He left. Ballard and I sat there and joked about an earthquake for about 15 seconds. Like, is this an earthquake? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
what should we do?
Yeah. Meanwhile, my wall has literally bubbles of water building in it because of the terrible foundation. I could literally poke a hole with a pin in the paint and then literally milk the bubble like a teat, and I could squirt out all the water out of the. It was terrible. We were working under some shitty conditions then, for sure.
That was actually like a 4-point something. That was a big one. That was like the biggest one I've
It
been
was.
in.
I was on the third. I was on the second floor.
Anyway,
Something like that.
back to the question of earthquakes. Would you rather take an earthquake in your ass or give one?
We've already given our answers. I think. You and me are both butt fucking the guy. Boward's getting butt fucked.
Yeah, to completion. I
I'm
just
not
want to
so
get it over
sure.
with.
I think I might be getting butt fucked too.
Wow. So you
Yeah,
spent the
I just
entire
wanna get it over.
episode trying to convince me as a joke, and then you convinced yourself, and I'm not fucking getting swayed.
It's
It's just a hole. Close your eyes. You're just fucking a hole. Who cares?
I'm gonna try to. I don't think I'm gonna complete that very fast, so it might take forever. I'm very hesitant about my answer here.
Yeah, I'm busy, Phil. I don't know about you. I got things to do. I got kids to raise. I don't want to be getting fucking around some dude's asshole for 2 days. You know, like I just rather get it over and done with 5 minutes.
I'm confident in my abilities. In and out. 15
I'm
minutes
not.
tops. Maybe 20. Maybe 20.
I think I'm taking it. I think I'm taking it.
Yeah, I gotta take.
He's
it. Get it over
he's
with.
professional. He's done in like 2 minutes tops.
Yeah, he's good. He knows what he's doing. He's gonna be gentle.
He comes in
He's gonna
your
be
ass.
gentle. I
you
need
know.
that.
To completion means.
Yeah, I figured, and you have to come in that dude's ass to completion. You know? You have to go
That's
ahead
not
and
my
walk away from
problem.
That. Yeah, well, well, yeah, you're right. It's not your asshole. You
Phil
have to
thinks
empty out
it's
later.
a simple solution. I'll just picture a girl. No, you open your eyes for that split second and see that Zangief body and get fucking distracted, and 30 minutes just goes out the window.
Yeah, and Felk, and it's not just doggy style. I imagine there's missionary, right? We're talking about like probably side coitus, you know, whatever that's called. I imagine there's probably some cowgirl or cowboy. I imagine there's a lot of positions. I don't think you're just, I don't think you're just one position here. I don't think it's just doggy style. I think you're gonna be pulling some stuff off here. Some fantastic work though. It'll probably be some of your best stuff.
Yeah.
Phil's gonna be there for a day. You and I are gonna be out in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll be back to work, having a good day, being able to forget that shit, Get some lunch.
All right. I think it's
Felk's gonna be missing out on lunch for a little while because he's gonna not be able to stomach what he saw when he opened his eyes and saw Zangief there in missionary as Felk holding his balls and testicles up so Felk could get perfect penetration into his asshole.
Yes.
Going, oh, I'm Zangief, and
Yeah.
just fucking just pounding his ass.
the one thing we didn't talk about is Zangief's wearing a hat. I might be able to come.
Well, hats. Hashtag hats.
Hashtag hats.
Well, that brings us to a close, Cool Boy Nation. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Cool Boys Podcast. Email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. Like and subscribe to us at YouTube. You can find us by searching for The Cool Boys Podcast. Be sure to rate and review us on iTunes and join our Patreon for additional episodes of Cool Boys After Dark at patreon.com/coolboyspodcast. Cool Boy Nation, thank you for listening. We hope you've had a fabulous time chilling like a cool boy with us. Until next time, that's Byzies from me.
Spices for Ballard.
But that's sayonara for me.
Sigh.
Nara.
You are outstanding American boy.
You have excelled in all things.
I pump while I dump.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Put down your damn cellar. Get out of here!
Oh, yeah.
This episode of the Cool Boys Podcast was brought to you by. Oh, I was going to throw out the MILFs. I wanted to ask how old of MILF is too old for MILF.
Wait, Felk. This could be a whole nother topic. You want to save this for another show?
All right, yeah, you're right.
Honestly,
There's meat to it. Yeah, all right, that's fine. Good call.
Okay, all right. So let's just move
That's
on.
a great show topic.
Yeah.
That's a
Top
great show
nose.
topic. That's
Oh,
a
you
great
mean
show
the
topic.
show topic,
Felk.
not just for talking bodies?
Oh yeah, no, that's a show topic, and it can bleed into talking bodies perfectly.
Yeah, top mills.
Get some
Cool boys.
so serious.